Good morning, everybody.
Been a while.
We're out on the water. Yeah, we're just talking about the sun here. It's finally making an appearance. People that have been watching the past few days, they know we've been struggling in the weather. But today is a nice day. We got a bit of wind. It's a little chilly, but nothing crazy. The water, it's nice, and we're headed to the mouth now to look for some more clear water. And today I'm joined by Judy Wilson and Jordan Bunka. You guys got your mics there. Make sure that's on for you. So, yeah, so we'll be doing some chatting. And I guess for anybody just tuning in, I'm Kyron McIver. This is the Beluga boat. We're in Churchill, Manitoba, Canada on the Churchill River estuary. And the mouth I mentioned is the mouth leading out to the Hudson Bay. So we're looking around. There's a few whales popping up, but nothing crazy happening yet right now. We've been having good luck at the mouth, so maybe we'll just make our way over that way. I'll go, maybe right now I'll go, we'll just get up to the mouth and then I'll slow down again and drop the underwater cam. I watched it online, the eclipse, it looked pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's kind of scary with the eye damage and stuff.
Oh, you just projected onto a sheet of paper.
I had glasses. I got glasses from the University of Manitoba for the science department.
I had a buddy who wore a welding helmet. They say you could even take like a colander and just look through the peepholes and that's supposed to help quite a bit.
I was just going to take a set of binoculars and just use the binoculars to project onto a sheet of paper.
Yeah.
Works better than the finger pinhole that it does.
Yeah. It looked cool online, like for the points of totality. It looked really neat.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to happen again in 2024 or something.
I'd love to see if one of these days I can get to a eclipse.
Yeah.
Go see it in person.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
Fun.
It would have been cool for it to have gone dark and birds stopped chirping.
Yeah.
And people said the temperature dropped quite a bit.
Yeah.
Like my friends at home, even in BC and in Calgary and stuff, they all said the temperature dropped quite a bit. I was just looking on Instagram this morning, and yeah, there's people like they're out fishing and doing all kinds of things during the eclipse, like in Oregon and stuff. It looks awesome when the sun's blotted out.
I was checking fox dens with one of our researchers.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you know too?
I've it's called Reismer.
Oh yeah, okay.
Hung out with him before. Interesting guy.
He's hilarious.
Yeah.
Wow, that bow is up high.
After we're all sitting back here.
Yeah. We don't usually cruise fast enough either to, like, even if it's like this, I don't like this stuff banging and clanging too much, so our average speed each day is 4 kilometers per hour for the entire time we're out there.
Nice.
Pretty mellow. Suits the whales good. The whales average 3 to 9 kilometers per hour, so we're right in that nice pocket.
I was out kayaking the other day and we saw, I was with Karen,
Yeah.
and we saw a baby that came up in between us.
Oh yeah.
4 feet max.
Yeah.
Like
There's
really big.
yeah, super tiny.
They
It's
kind of looked at us and said, you are not my mama.
yeah. It's surprising they're getting to the point where they're going to be leaving, you know, and
I know, that's really small.
that's quite a journey for a little thing like that in cold water. We were out in the bay the other day because all the cell phone, internet, everything was down in town. so this wasn't working. So we came out on the water anyhow, and while we were waiting, I went out into the bay. We don't usually get signal past the fort, and I've had my arm in the water lots of times through the summer, like with my GoPro and stuff. And we went out there and did it, and your arm just goes numb. It's the temperature difference is crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, I brought my GoPro with the stick.
Oh, perfect.
We'll see if we got. They love bumping it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I got him chewing on mine. I turned my head to look because we had one of the other park students out here, and she's like, "Oh, they're hitting my camera," and I looked, and all of a sudden I was like, "What the heck?" And I looked down, and the one had my camera in its mouth. So scenic. Yep. They've been they're off and on. Sometimes they're very vocal and they're just chirping away down there, and then other days you could have a bunch behind you and they're quiet as a mouse.
Okay, so what's the story on the reef? Is that just a shelf? Is there a shelf of rocks in there, or what's the? Okay. One year when I was here, it was just wild out there.
Yeah, it's just stretch out further than they see, so it's been dangerous. That's why we got to move the towers. Big ships come through. They got to get the channel just right. Otherwise, we got sort of reefs on both sides.
Like depending on the tide, it's only 3 or 4 feet.
I think the channel, they said, is dredged down to 8 meters in between the buoys for the ships. I believe is the depth. I'm not sure. Sure, yeah, we could chat in a few minutes. And
Is it on? Oh, there we got something there behind you.
there we got the first whale just alongside the boat here. Might be able to get a few snapshots. I'll mention about, we have a soat here on the boat. One of the things we're doing, a little calf. We just have a citizen science project called Beluga Bits that we do here. I don't know if you guys have heard of it, but yeah, so Dr. Stefan Peterson was in town a few weeks back, and he did a talk in town about it. He's one of the co-founders and works at the Assiniboine Conservancy. Oh yeah, And people at home that are tuning in, and it's been great this year. We've been getting loads of photos as the whales are cruising by the underwater cam. They're able to take snapshots and just get pictures of them basically, and we're specifically looking for identification marks
Yeah.
and scarring, things like that. Also belly shots to help determine sex and all that good stuff. And then it goes back to Stefan, and it helps them to determine how many whales are returning each year to the estuary.
Is it like the Whisker Pit program?
Oh, like water.
I'm not sure, I haven't heard of that.
Same idea.
Yeah.
Like with polar bears, using you know how lions are identified by their whiskers, like where they.
Tail out of the water. Camera might have got it. Oh, look at him.
I'm sure. I'm not. Just looking at the photos here. We're getting on deck pictures and just trying to find my iPad's on the fritz here. See if we got any underwater pics. Oh, there's one in the whale coming right up to the lens. You see his chin. COBB, I'm not sure if that's how you say it, there in Ohio and had 91% of totality on the eclipse. That's pretty cool, and they use welder masks as well to view it. They make welding masks now that they're clear, so you don't have to flip it down or take it off, and then as soon as the arc, like the flash, they tint over. It's like instant. Yeah, those would be handy for that, because then I don't know if they tint accordingly or if it's go totally black. Got a few whales over by the buoy here. We'll head over that way. They're I don't know, they're coming by the boat a little bit, but they're not super curious about us yet. And I think all that wind, it really stirred things up. I'm not even seeing a line today where the tides are meeting the fresh water.
Boy, that current was moving yesterday. The debris was just flying out to the bay.
Mm-hmm.
You see North just checking stuff out.
So I guess while we're puttering around, we can, I guess if you guys want to do your introductions or let people know what's going on or what brings you to Churchill, or Jordan's got a few things he'd like to talk about, I think, about parks, and
Well,
I can give you the mic here, get that going. It's still on. This is,
introductions, just like name and where we're from and all that sort of
well, you're you're a park student, right? But you're from Churchill, is that?
That is correct, yeah. Hey, I'm Jordan Bunka. I'm here on the Beluga boat with you guys. I'm a park student here in Churchill, so currently a university student working Parks Canada here for a summer job. But unlike most of the other students here, I'm actually from this place, which is kind of odd. Usually park students end up in places that they're not from. So
Yeah.
it's been going pretty good though this year. We've all enjoyed it.
It's got to make it easier on you too, though,
Oh,
having
definitely.
or like being so familiar with your area. And
Yeah, and I don't have to pay for housing.
yeah, that's a big bonus.
Even better. Yeah. So, you want to do intro?
Sure. Hi everyone, I'm Judy Wilson. I'm the Director of Marketing and Communications at the Asper School of Business at the University of Manitoba in Winnipeg, Manitoba. And I'm also on the board at the Churchill Northern Studies Centre. I came to Churchill maybe 3 years ago and totally fell in love with it. And I basically I'm a big kayaker, so I try and get on the water as much as I can. And I love the belugas. I get a little noisy when I see them, so I apologize in advance for that. But yeah, I'm thrilled to be here and looking forward to seeing some animals.
Well, we could just keep going if
Keep going.
like you're.
Or should I do the whole schools on board thing?
Well, like what were you like? So you talked a little bit about your job description in town and stuff. It was,
Oh,
or
okay.
specifically, I guess, what is it?
Yeah. So, yeah, guess talk a bit about as a Parks Canada student worker, what I actually do. I'm on the visitor experience staff, so I'm guiding everybody all the tourists coming through our little visitors center and through the one site, I guess, because we operate 3 sites outside of our office, 2 National Historic sites and 1 national park, but only one of them is actually people are able to reach from town. So we have our visitor center to teach people about these sites, and
So that'd be York Factory and
that'd be York
Wapusk
Factory and Wapusk.
are the two inaccessible ones, or
Yeah.
a little more. Well, they're not inaccessible, I guess. They're just more difficult to.
Almost completely inaccessible.
Yeah.
That being said, York Factory, apparently there's been some guy in Gillum who started up a business of bringing people there. Been taking boats down to Hayes.
Yeah, they get a few people each year. Very minimal, I've been told.
Less
but
than 100.
Yeah.
So.
Kind of a unique experience, though. It's enticing just for that reason.
Yeah. We got canoers coming through there, and they get like a stamp because it's just such a crazy thing to actually have been there.
Well, it's like Havasupai Reservation in the Grand Canyon. They still do the Pony Express, it's called. So they get all their mail by donkey and horse and stuff. So
Good
everybody
Lord.
that goes there, they get a stamp, because if you send a postcard, it says the Pony Express or whatever. This was delivered by the Pony Express. So that's I guess
pretty
in a way
crazy.
it's similar. It's just it's one of the things that people like to get, kind of like a passport stamp, I guess.
Yeah.
Cool souvenir.
Yeah. Good stuff. The whales just like sort of disappeared, didn't they?
Yeah, the current is strong coming in today. Like you can see on that buoy there,
Oh yeah.
the tide rolling in. We're not moving too fast. I'm just trying to get upstream a little bit, and then we'll go down the bank here
Yeah.
on the west side, and there's a few whales over there, but yeah, it's slower.
Yeah. Oh, I hear some squeaking there.
Yeah, the odd little chirp.
Yeah. There's one over there.
So we know we're there, but yeah, we'll see what happens throughout the day here. Everybody's heard me say it so many times. We've been out and it's been dead calm and not much happening, and then all of a sudden, boom, and there's just loads of whales. So you never know. They'll be.
That sun actually comes out from behind the clouds, so this wind is chilly on the hands.
It was supposed to be partially sunny yesterday too. Like I'm not even gonna be checking the Weather Channel anymore. It doesn't make sense to do that.
Yeah.
It's almost better just to wake up in the morning and poke your head out the door.
I just used it's called Weather Office, weather.gc.ca.
Yeah, the Environment Canada one is more.
Yeah.
I used to like looking at the Doppler or something too. Just that seemed to help for at least for work at home, because then you can kind of, I don't know, it seemed like you could almost make a better prediction if you're gonna get rain
We
or.
don't got the radar here though.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have to use satellites. The satellites help too sometimes. But, the Environment Canada one seems to work okay. I mean, they're the ones who collect the data, so
Yeah.
I hope they do a good job with it.
I've been told the Farmer's Almanac is supposed to be the most accurate, like at predicting future weather or different patterns. I don't know if it's day by day. I doubt it, but
I think it's like week by week or month by month.
yeah.
I know one of my uncles has one of those sitting around.
Yeah, a lot of people swear by it.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering, just this past few days, I don't know if it'd be the weather that's had an effect on, there we go,
Oh,
on the whales, or if it's just they're out looking for something to eat. Maybe there's not as many capelin kicking around right now.
yeah, maybe. Ooh, that's a heavy scarring there.
That's a propeller or something.
Yeah.
Well, the prop strikes, I thought at first when I first got out, because you see some that it's as if like a polar bear tore a chunk out of them. Like they had huge chunks missing and some bad scars. But Stefan, who was out, said generally with a bunch of juvies in front of us with prop strikes, because the propeller's moving so fast, it's almost never just one mark. It'll be numerous, like big marks.
Oh, it makes like a spiraling type thing down the back almost.
And all the boats in town here, like most of them had or I don't want to say all of them, I guess. I was thinking about that just because I haven't seen all the boats. So from what I've seen in town, everybody's got prop guards, and that just minimizes basically eliminates prop strikes.
Yeah.
You can see, and everybody at home, I'm sure, has noticed the whales, they like to nose right up to the prop.
Yeah.
And we were talking about that the other day. I think they just enjoy the prop wash, like just that swirly
That's
water
what I've heard.
going over their face. But Matt, who was out with us the other day, said there's a researcher who believes it's something to do with their sonar, their echolocation. They like the noise. And the only thing that I thought about that was maybe it's similar to us when we talk into a fan and it makes your voice all crazy. Maybe they're getting that same effect chirping into the propeller. I don't know.
Oh, boy.
I doubt it, but I think they just like the water on their face.
Oh, boy.
We got two of them behind us here.
No, they didn't pull up. Too bad.
And he's still back there.
Try and get a picture to put on Instagram.
Oh,
Get people
boy.
to follow. It's explore.org.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pick the beluga boat.
Yeah, we'll try to. We'll maybe start cutting across, then we'll just drift since this current's so strong. If we can,
Yeah.
maybe I'll get up just a
Probably
little
push
bit
us
more.
faster than the propeller.
Yeah. Well, and if we drift down, then it's nice and quiet, and sometimes we get good luck with that.
Hi guys.
That's a vocal one.
Yeah.
How far is that picking them up?
I don't know. We've talked about it a lot. It's like sound travels 1.6 kilometers a second underwater compared to, I can't remember what the number was for above.
3 meters per second.
Yeah, so it's way more efficient underwater, but I just don't know how far. Like, we can hear the boats if the Zodiacs are cruising by and like they're out past that buoy there, we could hear them. So I'm not sure how far we'd be picking up the whales though.
That reef is pretty active today.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Those are
Ooh,
some
that's a
heavy waves there.
I'd love to try surfing that in my little whitewater kayak.
Yeah. Those sort of
I
activities
need a
aren't
helmet.
very
Yeah.
encouraged here.
Well, I'd have a helmet.
Undertow too, though. You gotta remember.
Yesterday we had some out here. It was the buoys were rocking like crazy. It was just big rollers coming in.
Yeah.
Nothing scary or anything. It was just bigger waves than what we were used to.